today we're talking about the relationship between alcohol and anxiety, one of the most common issues that our members talk about. Often, this is a bit of a chicken and egg scenario about what came first, and the answer is fascinating and complex. So let's get started. Firstly, social anxiety. So one big factor for many people's drinking is social anxiety, since alcohol blocks the chemical glutamate, as well as lowers inhibitions and temporarily boosts mood. It can feel like a magic bullet for those social situations when we're feeling worried about fitting in or talking to new people. Unfortunately, we know that once we drink a certain amount, we then do risk being judged or making big mistakes, since the responsible part of our brains is basically offline. Secondly, stress and trauma. So research into the association between stress, trauma, and issues with alcohol tells us that people who've been through traumatic or stressful experiences in the past, or who are currently stressed, are much more vulnerable to the mood-altering effects of alcohol and other drugs. Many people will continue to use alcohol even when they're aware it's actually making things worse in their lives, because it's the only thing they feel helps with these strong emotions. And then there's anxiety. So far we've talked about how anxiety and stress predispose us to drinking, but it goes the other way too. You might have woken up after a night of drinking, feeling quite anxious and on edge. This is because alcohol blocks the chemical glutamate in our brains, which is responsible for anxiety. When we go to sleep and our brains work to restore the balance of brain chemistry, they recognise that there's a shortage of glutamate, and so actually work to produce more. This means that we often wake up with a surplus of glutamate in our brains after drinking, and have to live with anxiety the following day. Biological anxiety that makes it really hard to focus or enjoy our day. And then there's withdrawal. So one more way that alcohol and anxiety interact. For many people who are dependent on alcohol, withdrawal symptoms can include anxiety. For those who are physically dependent, they may start to feel physically anxious when alcohol is wearing off in their system. For those who are psychologically dependent, they may feel anxious around the time that they would normally drink. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.